Howdy folks, welcome back to another episode of Trendy versus Traditional,
where we make two versions of your favorite classics.
I feel like Trendy's been on a tear of winning, but you know what? I want to make the trendy dish today.
Are you sure about that?
No.
Today we're making ramen. And let me tell you, I have made traditional ramen a few times before. I've made a giant version of ramen before too, so.
Why don't you go first? There's a lot happening. I want to give you the floor. Happy ramening.
Good luck on the trendy. All right, today I am doing traditional ramen. As somebody who really enjoys ramen, I know that there's like a lot of different kinds of ramen, and obviously there are ramen chefs who are incredible at this craft. So I am not going to be making like the ultimate ramen today, but I'm going to make a home style version that I personally really enjoy. The recipe is from one of, again, my favorite YouTube channels ever. It's called Cooking with Dog. So today I am going to be basing my ramen off of hers. So I have some pork belly here, which I am going to now slice up.
All right, everyone, I'm gonna ask that all of you show me a lot of patience today. I got sick and tired of losing cooking all these traditional dishes, so I wanted a shot at cooking the trendy version of something. The ramen I'm going to attempt to make today is actually inspired by a Bring Me video where there's a ramen restaurant in Tokyo that makes a blue ramen. I don't think I'm ever gonna achieve that sort of blue ramen, but it is going to be my inspiration for today. I dove deep into the depths of the internet to try and figure out how they get that ramen so blue. I didn't find anything, but I was poking around YouTube and found someone who made a very similar blue ramen, and that's what I'm gonna be attempting today. But I've never really made ramen from scratch with all the key components that really make a ramen. A lot of ingredients require a lot of time, so we better get started.
And I'm just going to slice this in half so it can cook better. Beautiful. I am also going to just cut a small piece of ginger, and we're gonna just smash it. Smashed. And then I'm also going to just cut my scallions here. Gonna leave the white parts for later, whereas I'm gonna leave my green parts here. So this is the first step.
Based off of some research online, these feel like two major elements of a good dashi. We have dried shiitake mushrooms and kombu. We're gonna add these right into our water, and these are just gonna soak for a super long time. Amazing stuff. And our kombu here, gonna let that soak.
Now I'm going to just pop this in. Yeah. Gonna make sure it's golden brown on all sides now.
And now we're gonna incorporate our secret weapon. We have butterfly pea flowers. To my understanding, this is just like a blue bomb that you are dropping into your food that doesn't have any flavor. I don't know how that's possible, but I'm really excited to see this in action for the first time.
Oh my God, look at that. It's so beautiful. I'm very curious what Chris is up to though. I don't know what he was thinking, but he's up for the challenge.
Gonna sprinkle in this handful here. Let's give it a stir. Oh, there's like a blue tint already to the bowl, I can see. It smells like how I hoped it would smell. It's very seaweedy, it's very mushroomy, but the water is immediately getting blue.
So I am going to now toss in my crushed ginger, put my scallions in there, and I'm going to just add some water. A little dangerous. In order to make sure that it's submerged the entire time, you can actually place this bowl right on top of here. That is actually part of the recipe.
I feel like to do this justice, you gotta take a look for yourself here. The kombu and the shiitake mushrooms are already starting to hydrate. So really our next step here is to cover this and let this mixture soak for like 8 hours. Be right back.
All right, I'm gonna turn it back down. I have to cook this for 2 hours. This is why Chris, I think, was like, you should start first, BRB.
Oh, thank you for bearing with me. It's been quite a long time. I cannot wait to show you this dashi. Look at this. Are you kidding me? It is so blue. It's honestly beautiful. Next step is we're just gonna add all of this to a pot and simmer it for 30 minutes.
All right, so I am back here with my now cooled pork belly broth. I am going to heat this up again. So to this, I'm going to add in some soy sauce now. Also some sake. We're not drinking on the job, so no, I can't. Sorry, got a little too excited. And then also we're going to add some dark muscovado sugar, which I love using just for extra flavor. All right. And then once that's reduced, I'm going to take that off the stovetop and we're going to add in the pork belly and let it sit there while I continue to prep the rest of the stuff.
I think I'm gonna scoop most of the soaked shiitake and kombu and butterfly pea into the bowl first. Then I'll gently pour this sweet butterfly pea flower nectar, which is my Wi-Fi passwords. Please do not hack me. Oh, that's blue. Oh, that's blue. Now that the dashi has soaked with all of these flavors, it needs to simmer for a little bit. So we're gonna put it on a medium heat for about 30 minutes. Be right back.
First part of the broth is done, which is the pork belly broth. The other half of this is going to be dashi stock. And I use dashi stock a lot. Even like sometimes, you know, when I'm making like instant ramen. Good hack. Over here I have some dried baby sardines. And also I have some kombu, which is seaweed. I have combined them both together already. They actually have to soak for 2 hours. Now I'm just waiting for it to boil. And then I'm going to take the anchovies out. We can cut to Chris now.
Well, our dashi has been going for about 30 minutes on like a low simmery heat here. We're gonna add a couple ingredients to bring it all together. We have some mirin here. We're gonna add that in. We also have about 2 tablespoons of some soy sauce. That's going in. Let's do 1 little pinch of salt. I want to be careful about how much salt is going in here. 10 more minutes, please hang in there.
All right, so at this point, I can also sort of start scooping my anchovies out now. Dashi stock is now done. I can now go back to my pork belly broth.
Here we go, final step of our dashi. Let's turn the heat off. This is a big moment. So we're just gonna gently pour in this. Holy blue!
So now we're back to my now reduced pork belly broth. I'm going to put my pork belly right back in here and let it heat up a little bit. I think because the pork belly dried up, it's like a little tougher now, so I just want to soften it again. I can then slice it, and then we can do some searing once again.
Coming in with a little clean spoon. No comments about dirty spoons, please. Still super blue, look at that. Whoa, that is so intensely flavored for just that little spoonful. Overall, I'm extremely happy with the way this dashi turned out. It tastes super complex. I think it's gonna be great when we mix it in with our ramen. On to some eggs.
I am going to start prepping my toppings. I'm gonna start by boiling some eggs here. We're gonna do soft boiled eggs. Gently. 1 egg, 2 eggs. While that's going, I'm going to get working on my fish cake.
Now that our dashi is out of the way, it's time to focus on another critical element of a lot of ramens, and that is that beautiful, luscious, velvety, silky, soft-boiled egg. Also, we're gonna be transforming these soft-boiled eggs into a seasoned egg, which is incorporated in a lot of ramen. First, we just gotta get our eggs in a good place.
This is Naruto fish cake. Most people are familiar with Naruto, the anime. Look at this logo, this little wind logo. So I'm just going to slice it diagonally here. Fish cake is essentially like fish ground into paste. I love this texture. It has like a kind of springy texture. It doesn't taste fishy if it's done right. If it's done wrong, then get another bag.
So a couple little hacks along the way here. We've got our water boiling off to the side. I'm gonna add a tablespoon or 2 of some white vinegar. It makes them easier to peel. We've got our vinegar water boiling. We're going to gently lower these in. First egg, goodbye. Second egg, third egg going in, gently, gently, gently. We're gonna go 6 minutes. So while these are boiling, I'm gonna get some ice.
Remember those white ends we had from earlier? I am going to basically cut them in half and do my scallion toppings here. I'm just going to slice them thinly here. Huh. There we go. Our scallions are now ready. They're just thin strips. Last thing is spinach, but I'm gonna wait for my eggs here.
A wild bowl of ice appears. We're gonna make it ice water. This is to instantaneously stop the cooking of the eggs when they're pulled out of the bath. Pull out them boys into the ice bath. This is the scariest part because peeling it feels like I'm handling a bomb. Knock, knock, who's there? It's the egg boy.
While I'm waiting for my eggs too, I totally forgot about this, oh my gosh. I'm gonna make my marinade here for the soft-boiled eggs, and super, super simple, little equal parts of everything. There we go. I was gonna measure it, but you know, if it's traditional, if you're really good at this, you don't even need to measure it. So I'm also gonna add a little bit of sugar. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Take a little bit out. I'm actually going to cook this off in the microwave super quick too because it's going to taste very much like alcohol right now.
What a final moment. This feels so weird in my hand. It's like gelatinous. Oh, it looks so good. I want to cut it. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Please give me that sweet, sweet liquid gold in the middle. A gentle cut through. Almost punched my own overalls off of my body. Nailed it. Next step.
Let me just make sure my eggs are good here. Plop them in this bath of ice cold water and let it sit for a little bit. While this is in the ice bath here, I'm just gonna go over to the microwave.
Dump our smashed garlic in the pan. Let's go our soy sauce in here, our mirin in here, our cane sugar here, sprinkling that in. You can't go wrong with some beautiful ginger. So we're gonna toss that in. We're gonna caramelize some of the stuff in here. Then we're gonna add some water to make it more of a marinade type situation.
Popping back from the microwave trip, spinach here, just leafy spinach. And I'm just going to dunk it in here. Ay, ay, ay. You don't want to overcook it. Oh, spinach so shrinks. All right. Woo, hot. Just going to soak these up, let them dry a little bit. With that, I'm also just going to toss these in to cook these real quick. Have my fish cakes over here.
And then we're adding about 1.5 cups of water. And this is where our marinade kind of doubles, triples, quadruples in size. So now all we have to do is let the sauce relax for a second. Then we're gonna pour that sauce over our eggs here and put them in another soak. This is my first time marinating eggs. I love soft-boiled eggs, but I've never taken the extra ramen-y step to season and marinate them. I can't really summarize this cooking process more than scared but excited. That's an R&B group I'm in. You gotta hear us live.
Not too bad. It is pretty easy. It's just very cold. Here's my beautiful egg. And we're just going to pop her right in here. Let her soak that up. Do the same thing with this one.
Now we just gotta give them a little savory shower here. Just want that sweet, sweet juice. A little delicate pour, get all the chunks out. But these just need to marinate for 8 hours. So once again, I will be right back.
Okay, perfect. So I have my 2 eggs now. Let that soak. I just need to finish off my pork belly, give it a nice sear, and then I think I'm ready to plate it up.
Oh my God, it's been another very long amount of time. Look how nice and marinated our eggs are. Feels like it's soaked up a lot of that good flavor. So first let's prep some of our scallions that are gonna go on this. Kind of long, skinny, pretty strands of scallion.
My pork belly is now cooled, but I'm just going to really gently pan fry these. Just want to slice a nice slice here. Okay, you see that? Ooh, not much color right now, but I don't want to cook them for too long though because otherwise it would be too tough. Just want to give it some color. All right, doing a little flip. Look at that. Look at this. Beautiful. All right, this is pretty much done. I am going to cook my noodles really quick and we're gonna go into plating.
We got our dried seaweed here. I'm just gonna cut this into big rectangles that will go on the side. Since this ramen's gonna cook so fast, we have our packet of this tonkatsu broth. So let's add this to our ramen bowl here where this is gonna land.
As you can see, I have my little ramen station set up now. Noodles are gonna go in now. just going to just break these up as I put that in there. Break it gently, just loosen it up a little bit. These are my favorite kind of ramen noodles. I think they have the best chew, and I think they'll go very well with this.
Scoop out about a cup and a half of our hot water. Give that a stir. Ramen going in the water. Move them around a little bit.
Once that's loosened up, I'm going to combine my broths here and also add a little bit of chicken seasoning, chicken powder. Add a little bit of that there. Like a little boost of flavor, if you will. And then right into this, I'm going to add my pork belly broth. I'm also adding in some dashi stock.
Please, please, please have mercy. Going over to our bowl of ramen. Can you tell that I'm not good at making ramen?
The broth is ready. The noodles are almost done. Look at them. Ooh, that bounce, beautiful. Scoop this out. So I'm just gonna plop this right in here, all of it. Nice.
I believe it's like pulled up and then kind of laid across. So you kind of get your visual.
And then my friend taught me this. My friend, a ramen chef. He does like a little two-fold situation. So going down and folding it back over. So it's almost like a little fold of sorts, like that.
Let's add in our seaweed.
Oh, look at that beautiful spinach. Oh,
He's sweating now. The moment we've all been waiting for, our blue dashi. Here comes the blue. Now let's add our scallions.
and my egg. Oh. Ooh, it is jammy. Jammy egg going on there.
Final step, let's go ahead and gently cut through our yolky egg here. Always shaking, always shaking.
I also have some bamboo shoots. Can't forget about my pork, and also a slice of the fish cake, Naruto maki. And we're gonna finish off with some scallions at the very top. All right, and then last but not least, the seaweed.
There she blows. The egg looks good, the ramen looks good. It is bluer than all hell. I think that's as blue as we could have done it. Let's see what Inga's got on her side.
There you have it, a classic bowl of ramen. It looks very homey, comforting, reminds me of the ones I had when I was a kid, and I am excited. I hope our judge likes it. I hope Chris likes it. Proud! Okay, I'm excited!
Three, two, one.
One.
Oh man! I shouldn't have left traditional. I combined a couple techniques, but this just looked like a masterpiece.
I am very curious to know what it tastes like. It is time to bring in our judge, who happens to be my friend, Sakura. She is very well versed in the restaurant industry, especially with ramen. Sakura, whenever you're ready.
Welcome.
Look at her.
Welcome to the Ramen Thunderdome here.
What is that?
So initial thoughts.
I think Inga's looks very traditional, really appetizing. This one, yeah, why is it blue?
Butterfly pea flour is what's giving it its blue tint.
Cute. Okay, I'm gonna dig in. Itadakimasu. Tastes like it should. You know what? It tastes good. It's not too salty. I think the noodles are cooked well. I think the most appetizing part of this is definitely the eggs. The eggs look perfect. It's a little on the soft side. We want it to be a little bit more hard set. That color though. Next step, okay. There's a little bit more of a chew that I'm used to, but it's charred beautifully. I would probably do a thinner ramen for a shoyu. This egg is perfect. See, it doesn't it's not like dripping. It has a firmer chew.
Okay.
That's good. I have to choose one after this, right? All right, drum roll.
Drum roll.
I have to go with Inga's. Surprise!
It's not even up for debate. Blue's a no.
Blue's a no. If I do close my eyes, it's a pretty good bowl of ramen. And Inga's, yours was classic, very inviting. It makes me think of home.
So we have Smurfs and home.
Which one are
Home
you
is
gonna
always
choose?
going to beat Smurfs. Well, thank you very much for lending your expertise in our ramen verdict here.
Thank you.
Thank you both so much. I'm gonna take this and
That's fair. I'll hang on to this one.
Thank you. Chris, I am
A clean sweep.
so
A
sorry.
clean sweep for season 3. I thought I could switch things up. I thought I could flip the show on its head. Well, congratulations, because
Thank you.
I could hear and smell and see all the stuff that was going into your traditional ramen. I knew it was over from the second I smelled it, but I had to just take a swing with the blue. Thus concludes season 3 of Trendy versus Traditional. Thank you for watching. Keep the comments coming. Let us know what we can make in other episodes. Goodbye.
Goodbye.